Thanks for joining us on our next adventure. This journey took us to Florida's southwest coast. We stayed at our first 1000 Trails Encore resort, the Royal Coachman. It was located very close to the Legacy Bike Trail. This provided access to both Sarasota going north and Venice to the south. Some of the areas we explored include taking in the sights on the area bike trails, Siesta Key near Sarasota, St. Armand's Key, Fort Myers Beach area, and taking in the amazing sunset on Sanibel Island. Also, we wanted to share a few things that disappointed us at the end of this video you might be interested in hearing about. The Royal Coachman Resort is located in Nokomis, Florida. We actually delayed our arrival by a few days due to a tropical system moving through the area. We did notice standing water on the drainage easements when we arrived. The grounds were pretty saturated. We stayed on Site 85 with our friends on the adjoining site. Welcome to our campsite. Meet Nelly, our 2020 Winnebago Navier 24D. Our friends, Henry and Suzanne, brought their Newmar Hotel. Time to explore the resort. This RV resort had many amenities to offer guests. It has a putt-putt golf course, tennis courts, beach volleyball with grass roof pavilions, a heated swimming pool and clubhouse, along with access to fishing and kayaking. The Legacy Trail is a popular asphalt-paved biking trail. It's more than 10 miles long, extending from Sarasota in the north to Venice in the south. It was formerly a railroad corridor. The trail passes through a variety of unique habitats and includes rest stations and other amenities. The Venetian Waterway Park is a concrete biking trail that follows along the Intracoastal Waterway. It is 4 miles long and connects to the Legacy Trail near the historic Venice train depot. It then travels south to Shamrock Park. The trail provides great water views and wildlife sighting opportunities also. Here, Henry stopped to ask a local for dining suggestions in Venice. We decided to carefully venture across the Intracoastal Waterway on Venice Avenue. It was lunchtime, so we dined at the Cafe Venice. The weather was perfect. It made for an enjoyable bike ride as we explored the area. We were able to cover about 45 miles riding our e-bikes during this trip. They made traveling around very effortless. The next day, we decided to head north and explore Siesta Key. It's a barrier island in the Gulf, off the coast of Sarasota. It's well known for its quartz crystal sandy beaches. Siesta Key Beach was ranked the #1 beach in the US in 2020 by TripAdvisor's Traveler's Choice Awards. There was plenty of parking nearby with public facilities, beach shops, concession stands with a free trolley to take you to the nearby fun Siesta Key village, which we visited later that day. Even though the water temperature was 77 degrees, some brave souls decided to tough it out and go in. Time to head over to the Siesta Key village. With about 100 stores, cafes, and many clubs having live entertainment, exploring the village was an enjoyable adventure and a nice break from the warm afternoon sun. Our next adventure took us back to the Sarasota area the following day. St. Armand's Key Circle is an island shopping center separated from the mainland by Sarasota Bay. With about 150 stores and shops, there was abundance of things to explore. It's considered a landmark gathering place by locals. The circle features a statue walk that showcases works originally purchased by John Ringling. Ringling's love of fine art inspired the Save Our Statues project that was completed in early 2008. All that shopping created a healthy appetite. We decided to grab some lunch at Cha Cha Coconuts. It's a fun, laid-back, tropical grill with an interesting menu. With Lido Beach nearby, we decided to check it out later that afternoon. It's considered one of Florida's most pristine beaches, but it's much more laid-back than Siesta Key. This also gave Suzanne an opportunity to hunt for seashells, which were in abundance here. Since it was the last day of our adventure, we decided to head south and explore areas around Fort Myers Beach and to catch the sunset at Sanibel Island. Fort Myers Beach sits on a little barrier island, about 7 miles long, located north of Naples. It's known for its sunsets, white sands, great outdoor restaurants, and a small-town old Florida feel. The people there were very friendly, laid back, and it was a great place to relax. The Times Square area of Fort Myers Beach was also fun to explore. There is a main courtyard area where live performances occur daily. The area around the square is filled with affordable shops, art galleries for local artisans, and a large variety of dining experiences. It is a very cool place to hang out. With the weather as nice as it was, we decided to have dinner outside at the Pierside Grill and Blowfish Bar. It provided a great view of the beach area and some live entertainment, which was enjoyed by all. Late in the afternoon, we decided to head over to Sanibel Island, which is a short drive from Fort Myers. It's famed for its breathtaking sunsets, lighthouse, and luxurious resorts. You will need to take the causeway to drive there. It's 3 miles long from end to end, and currently has a $6 toll in effect. We headed over to Sanibel Island's southern tip to explore the Lighthouse Park and watch the sunset on the beach. The lighthouse was built in 1884 and became the center of island activity at that time. By far, the most popular activity on Sanibel Island is shelling. You barely can walk a step on the beach without indulging in the search for shells. Suzanne had quite the collection at the end of the day. So, as the sun sets on this adventure, we will make sure to put returning to Sanibel Island on our bucket list. We arrived late in the afternoon, and didn't have a lot of time to look around. There is so much else to do on Sanibel Island: extensive biking trails, the beaches, fishing, boating, and just plain relaxation. Thanks for watching our video. Being recent newcomers to the RV community, we learned so much from members sharing their experiences. I wanted to also share a few disappointments we had on this adventure for others to learn. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we delayed our visit by a few days because of a tropical system moving through the area. Tropical Storm Eta dropped over 8 inches of rain on November 11th, setting a new record for total rainfall in a 24-hour period. When we contacted the Royal Coachman Resort, they told us that everything was good. On November 14th, upon our arrival, we noticed standing water in the drainage easements, with the soil being very saturated. While most of the sites have a gravel base to park the rig on, both ours and our friends did not. With the soil as saturated as it was, I had to place leveling blocks under my automatic leveling pads to stabilize it, even with snap pad covers in place to create a bigger footprint. Henry's 44-foot rig had to shift over toward our site, because the soil was so murky, it left deep ruts as the tires sank in. That evening, we were treated to the music of acorns bouncing off of our roof and awning. We did not realize that our site has a very large oak tree overhanging our coach. In the fall, even in Florida, oak trees sheds their acorns. The following morning, we moved our RV as forward as we could, and created our version of the Alaskan poop line. It did help a little. This Encore resort is regarded as one of their best in the country. Frankly, we were surprised on how primitive our 2 campsites were. And, we had to carry our trash to the main resort dumpster as well. At the price point we were being charged, we have stayed at other premium motor coach resorts, at a similar cost, which were much nicer, including a daily trash pickup at your site. Key takeaway is do your homework, check out the campground reviews, and ask specific questions. Another area we wanted to touch on was Venice. The Legacy and Venetian Park Waterway trails were some of the best we rode on. Their design avoided the need to cross busy traffic intersections, by building some amazing overpasses. One word of advice however, if you want to explore the downtown area of Venice, leave the bikes behind. The downtown area makes no provisions for bikes whatsoever. As we left the Legacy bike trail to cross the Intracoastal Causeway, at East Venice Avenue Bridge, we found ourselves walking them on a very narrow walkway, adjacent to oncoming traffic, for what was about a quarter of a mile stretch. When we got to the downtown area, we have to walk the bikes down busy sidewalks, and secure them to palm trees, since there were no bike racks when we went to have lunch. Every new adventure involves a little dreaming, along with exploring and discovering new experiences. Overall, we had a very nice time on this adventure, and we look forward to returning to Sanibel Island in the near future. We are still newbies in the RV community, but as we explore our new horizons, we will share things that we learn on the adventure with you.